the other day I was sitting right here on this deck looking up and just enjoying the beautiful day that God had given me. And I saw a couple of birds fly over, and they were big and their wings were spread out and they were just gliding and they looked so majestic. And then I realized this was not an eagle, it was not a hawk, it was a buzzard. And I guess they smelled something dead, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't me because I took a bath that day. And as I was watching those buzzards glide over again and again, looking for whatever they were looking for, I got to thinking about how a buzzard is very symbolic of what a life of addiction is. You know, I don't think anybody makes up their mind that I want to get trapped in a life of habitual sin or addiction. It always starts with seeing something that looks very pretty. It's wrapped up in a nice package and looks very appealing, kind of like that buzzard gliding over, looks kind of majestic from a distance. And we're tempted and we say, let me try that. And that sin, whatever it is, pornography, drugs, alcohol, and we jump in head first. And next thing we know, it's got its claws wrapped around our heart. And we find ourselves being pulled in and pulled in. And next thing you know, we can't stop doing what we're doing, and we're trapped. And so now we're getting up close and personal with this thing, and we begin to realize it's not like that buzzard flying up high that looks so majestic. It's like that buzzard that we see up close down on the ground on the road eating that roadkill. It's ugly. We don't want anything to do with it. But at that point, it's too late. It's already got its chains wrapped around us and we're its prisoner. I lived that life for years and years and years. Even as a Christian, I got caught up in addiction and it ruined me. And oftentimes I would take God's grace and use that as an excuse. Well, I've sinned. Let me come back to God and ask Him for forgiveness. And will He forgive? Yes. But that's not what grace is for. Grace is not some get out of jail free card that we just use flippantly every time we sin. Grace is meant to be the catalyst that brings us out of that sin, that sets us free from whatever it is that's got its grasp on our heart.